Hey guys, Matt with Applied Defense Concepts. Thanks for joining us today. I'm here with John Carey. Today we're going to be making a video on some first aid stuff for civilians. Not necessarily for professionals. This will work for professionals, but the video itself is directed towards civilian carry. You want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hey, good evening. I'm John. I've been an EMT here in Virginia for 26 years, retired Navy, scout leader. So I have cause for a lot of this stuff. Thank goodness I haven't had to use it, but this is a recommendation for the civilians to carry lightweight, easy to stow in your packs or your purses as required.
Exactly. So we're going to let John take over. He's going to show us some stuff that is available for pocket carry, some stuff that's more compact. I think that there's a lot of misinformation out there that you need to carry a huge bag. I don't have a huge bag here, but a huge bag full of medical stuff. And what's your take on that?
Yeah, you don't need to. If you don't have the call for it, like on an ambulance, you don't need it. Your basic priorities are airway, breathing, and circulation. Make sure they're breathing. Control the bleeding, and you can do that with a lot of stuff that's very compact that we're going to demonstrate here. There are different versions of this. This is just a sampling of some of the stuff.
Great, let's take a look.
First thing I recommend, it is, you can call it compressed gauze, rolled gauze. Various companies make it. It's for wound packing and also for wound covering. For your bleedings, major bleeding, your arterial, you don't need this on a capillary bleed or venous bleed. Quick clot is what we have here. There's various versions of it out here. Do not get anything with powder in it, but the permeated gauze, you can buy it here at Ghost Army. Walmart has it for you sports enthusiasts. It's in the sporting good aisle. Two versions of a tourniquet. This is called a SWAT T. Rolls up very nicely, especially for those that like to go backpacking outdoors, or you need to not be obvious that you're carrying all this wound care stuff. This is what it looks like. They come in orange or black primarily. You can use this as a pressure dressing. Let me borrow your arm here a minute. So he's got a bleed right here. We're just putting some gauze down, some of that H&H gauze that we just covered, and now we have a pressure dressing. And if it's bleeding really bad, I can pull it really tight and make a tourniquet out of this. It's also great for the animal lovers because these work real well on, say, you're outside for canine, for the dogs, where the cat will not.
Absolutely.
Speaking of the cat, this is very commonly known. The combat application tourniquet was designed for the military, extensive use in combat. It saved a lot of lives, and federal government's recommended that all the civilians learn how to use this. It's very simple to use. Take it apart, put it around. Obviously, you're going to, for the forearm, it's a little tight, but put it on. Real simple. I'm not going to cut his blood flow off. I like him. I don't want to kill him. Okay, real simple. Take it off. Twist it until the bleeding stops.
Now, of course, you're going to want to get professional training for this, which is available here at Ghost Army.
Yes, sir. And that's, like I said, this is just one of them. There are several versions out there. There's the soft, T, narrow, and wide. One of my favorites. Love this. This is referred to as the Israeli bandage because this package, it was made in Israel. They came up with it. It's an ace wrap with gauze sewn into it that you can also use as a pressure dressing. You put it on, wrap it up. I'm not going to open this one because it is sterile. Open it up, tighten it down, and you have a pressure dressing on it. Very lightweight. Doesn't weigh, what, maybe 2 or 3 ounces. Of course, no kit would be complete. Scissors, craft scissors. You can buy pretty much anywhere. You can buy them online. You can go to a hardware store and buy them.
These are also good for not just cutting the bandages, but also cutting the...
I will demonstrate cutting his shirt, but I won't cut his shirt.
Not my...
Not this very nice shirt.
Yeah, thanks. And what's that important for so you can properly identify where the bleed is coming from and use the appropriate medical supplies for the need.
Nasal airway. Again, get trained on how to use this, but this is a way to help maintain an airway when you can't open up, from some of us older folks, open up the jaw because of damage or you can't do it. This goes into the nose, either side, and it helps maintain an airway. Now, when unfortunately in today's environment, if someone gets shot in the chest and they have what we call a sucking chest wound, years ago when I joined the Navy, they taught us to use a cigarette pack, put it down, tape it down on 3 sides, let the air out. We've gotten a little more advanced. This is just a sampling of chest seals. This is the ACS chest seal. As you can tell, it comes with gauze and it sticks right over the wound. And this is another version of the chest seal, and it has gel in it. It's the same thing, it's just a little more compact. This is a smaller size, this is a little flatter. For abdominal wounds, you have abdominal dressing. It's a 5x7 abdominal pad that you can put on there, and also for large injuries, say the upper extremities, both legs and arms. Put this on there, tighten it down. And same with this one. This is just a flat version of the Israeli bandage. Going through the way I carry it in my kit, you have reusable bags that you can buy at any food store. I got this one, just happened to be at Walmart. It says sealer, so it's reusable. So I seal everything I need into this kit. Everything that you saw here, with the exception of the scissors, fits into one of these little bags. You vacuum the air out of it, makes it quite compact, especially if you're outdoors and you need the space. You can use this. One thing I did not cover, but probably one of the most important things, is gloves. Non-latex gloves. Gloves. Usually put 2 or 3 pairs in there. 2 pairs for you and 1 for somebody that's going to help you. Okay?
Typically with gloves, Mr. Carey and I may have different sized hands, so a good rule of thumb is maybe buy extra large gloves. That way anybody on your team can put those on.
Yes. Real simple. And then, you know, classes will show you how to properly put them on and how to take them off so you don't get any blood or stuff on you. And all this, if packed properly, fits into a case about this size, which is nice because it has MOLLE. I have one on my backpack when we go camping and hiking, and it fits right inside here in that little plastic bag.
It's not super fashionable, but you could also clip that onto your belt if you need to. Clip it on anything, your pack, any kind of strapping.
Wherever you need it. That's why it's very nice with the MOLLE on there. It's perfect. And it's durable too. So even if you land on it, you're not going to tear it up, or you get it caught on something, it's not going to tear up your first aid contents.
Yeah, and these are actually here available at Ghost Army. I think they're $7.99.
$7.99?
Yeah.
They're
so
great
tons of them in stock, and they make great medical pouches for all this stuff.
One thing you've noticed that isn't on here, that some of the first aid kits have, the Combat Lifesaver, is a chest decompression needle. That is something, as a lay rescue, you do not want to use. You don't need it. Your primary concern is maintaining an airway, controlling the bleeding. And with what we have back here, this is obviously perfect for maintaining the bleeding. Again, this is just a sampling of different stuff. Most of this stuff is available at Ghost Army or can be acquired here at Ghost Army.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, this is just a basic video on what a civilian may want to carry on their person, or within arm's reach, easily accessible, maybe inside their vehicle, if not on their person, or maybe in their home office or their regular office outside their home. But it's important to remember that you don't need a huge medical bag for yourself, maybe for your family. Maybe if you want to have several of these for your family or maybe your coworkers in the event of an incident, then go wild with it. But again, you really don't need a whole lot. So we cover a lot of different things, a lot of different options. Some duplicate of the same thing, but a little bit different option. One smaller than the other one. So we appreciate you taking a look at the video today. Again, there's going to be some medical training here at Ghost Army. John Carey will probably be teaching those classes for us, and you're probably going to see more of him in future videos as we dive more into the medical series. Thank you for your time, Mr. Carey.
No worries.
And thanks for joining us. Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.